Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Wednesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is November 7th, 2018, and now the News at Noon.
Reported by the Durango Herald, the Lone Mesa, Colorado Parks and Wildlife Center in Dolores will move into an office to be built at Mancos State Park. The 600-square-foot facility will house administrative offices for Lone Mesa and Mancos State Parks and include a new entry station for Mancos State Park. A new aquatic nuisance inspection station, road improvement and realignment, and relocation of a restroom facility are also part of the improvement plan. The new facility will have a drive-through service window and a small retail store with local outdoor books and maps. The new office will offer state park passes, fishing and hunting licenses, and OHV, snowmobile, and boat registration. The project cost is estimated at $300,000 and construction is expected to be complete by summer of 2019. CPW's Lone Mesa State Park office has been at 1321 Railroad Avenue in Dolores since 2001, but to save costs and improve efficiency, it is moving to the new centralized office. The new facility also will be open year-round, Elder said. It will be timber frame construction with an outdoor themed timber exterior. Mancos State Park has needed an improved administrative facility, Elder said, and is currently using small seasonal entrance stations to handle increasing visitation. By consolidating the offices, he can focus on working out of Mancos and Lone Mesa State Park locations, and the agency will save the money to rent the Dolores facility.
As you may have heard, midterm elections were held yesterday, and in Colorado, all results are technically unofficial until they are certified, which takes about a week. But they have announced that the new governor will be Jared Polis, Democrat, which has been the trend in Colorado, but also Democratic candidates led Republican candidates for Secretary of State, Attorney General, and State Treasurer, though by narrow margins, according to returns posted by the Colorado Secretary of State's office on Wednesday. Locally in Dolores County, other than the three incumbent candidates running unopposed, which were Berna Ernst for assessor, Janie Stiasny for treasurer, and Julie Keibel for Commission District 1, who, of course, all were re-elected to their positions. The big news is the results of the three competitive races for sheriff, coroner, and clerk. The unofficial results for sheriff position to replace retiring Sheriff Jerry Martin, who held that position for the past 28 years in Dolores County, shows Don Wilson, unaffiliated, winning that election at 636 votes to 520 votes for Republican candidate David Harrington. The new county clerk and recorder will be Republican Lana Hancock, who had 753 votes to unaffiliated Melissa Reed's 392 votes. And the coroner's race went to Aaron Hankins, Republican, with 692 votes to the Republican versus the Republican Todd Parisi with 444 votes. And over in Montezuma County, the big race there was for their open commissioner seat, with Republican Jim Candelaria eking out the win over Democrat M.B. McAfee with 4,754 votes to 4,361 votes. The two other unaffiliated candidates were Steve Chappelle with 1,862 votes and Jesse James Satley with 681 votes. Congratulations to all candidates for running to serve as our elected officials. The turnout was tremendous for a midterm, with around 60% in Montezuma County and nearly 80% in Dolores County. You rock the vote.
Reported by the Durango Herald, new efforts to improve mental health care for children and teenagers across Colorado will be rolled out over the next 2 to 3 years. The Colorado Attorney General's office is providing $2.8 million in grant funding to improve pediatric mental health care and support school-based mental health programming. Suicide is the leading cause of death for those 10 to 24 in Colorado, and addressing the lack of mental health services in the state is a matter of life or death, said Andrew Romanoff, Mental Health Colorado President and CEO. In La Plata County, the number of young people dying by suicide has risen in recent years. 4 people younger than 25 died by suicide in 2017, and 5 people under 25 died by suicide in 2018, according to data from the La Plata County Coroner's Office. Across the state since 2011, suicide has been the #1 most reported concern to Safe to Tell, an anonymous hotline overseen by the Attorney General's office. The Attorney General's grant will support Partners for Children's Mental Health, a group led by Children's Hospital that includes nonprofits, pediatric experts, and government agencies. The office was also responsible for funding sources of strength in La Plata County. It is a suicide prevention program that started in Durango School District 9R and the Bayfield School District this fall. Kaufman will leave office in January, but her office is hopeful the new Attorney General will continue to be invested in suicide prevention, said Annie Skinner, a spokeswoman for the office. Children's Hospital and Mental Health Colorado are also required to report their ongoing progress to the office, she said. As part of the grant, Partners of Children's Mental Health is responsible for assessing mental health services in Colorado and determining how it can be improved in coming years.
Reported in the Journal, Colorado voters rejected a ballot initiative Tuesday that would have funded an increase in K-12 education spending through tax hikes for high-income state residents and corporations. As of 9 p.m., the amendment had received the support of 43% of the 1,522,623 tallied voters statewide. The amendment needed approval from 55% of the voters to pass. The amendment would have established tax brackets for people earning over $150,000 in annual income, increasing their tax rates without changing the income tax rates for lower-income individuals. The amendment also would have decreased property taxes levied by school districts without affecting property tax rates from other local governments. The measure would have increased statewide base per pupil spending by 11% to $7,300. It would also have funded full-day kindergarten care statewide, and English language proficiency programs, gifted and talented programs, and preschool programs would also have seen increases in funding. U.S. Representative Scott Tipton, a Republican from Cortez, who won re-election Tuesday, said he was concerned that area school districts were receiving most of their funding from external sources. However, he said folks in the 3rd District were concerned about the tax increases that would have come with Amendment 73. Quote, "It could have been structured better," Tipton told the Journal on Tuesday night regarding Amendment 73 after election results showed the ballot measure had failed.
From the Durango Herald, it was launched decades ago as an anesthetic for animals and people, became a potent battlefield pain reliever in Vietnam, and morphed into the trippy club drug Special K. Now the chameleon drug ketamine is finding new life as an unapproved treatment for depression and suicidal behavior. Clinics have opened around the United States promising instant relief with their unique doses of ketamine in IVs, sprays, or pills. And desperate patients are shelling out thousands of dollars for treatment often not covered by health insurance, with scant evidence on long-term benefits and risks. Chicago preschool teacher Lauren Pesticos long struggled with depression and anxiety and made several suicide attempts before trying ketamine earlier this year. Pesticos said she feels much better for a few weeks after each treatment, but the effects wear off and she scrambles to find a way to pay for another one. For now, ketamine has not received approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for treating depression, though doctors can use it for that purpose. Ketamine has been around since the 1960s and is widely used as an anesthesia drug during surgery because it doesn't suppress breathing. Compared to opioids such as morphine, ketamine isn't as addictive and doesn't cause breathing problems. And some studies have shown that ketamine can ease symptoms within hours for the toughest cases. And now let's take a look at the weather.
Let's look at the national weather map. Not shown here is that winter clothing will be needed across the northern tier of the United States this weekend as temperatures are set to plummet into an early winter. In Northern California, the dry weather may present fire dangers there, and accumulating snow is likely for parts of the Central Plains, again with well below normal temperatures, with snows just east of the Rockies. And showers and thunderstorms continue in the southern tier of the plains through the southeast. Regionally, periods of light snow will continue over the northern and portions of the central Colorado mountains today and tonight. An additional snowfall of 1 to 3 inches is possible, mainly above 8,000 feet. Thursday through Saturday will remain mostly dry. A few light snow showers are possible over the northern Colorado mountains on Thursday, and then Sunday and Monday, a slight chance for snow redeveloping over the mountains, then bringing back dry weather again by next Tuesday. So our local DCTV 5-day outlook is showing a cold and dry trending pattern, so it's definitely definitely time to get out the winter coats and snuggle up to the fireplace if you have one. Today, sunny with a high of near 50 degrees, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 23. Light winds this evening. Thursday, sunny but cold with a high near just 44 degrees. Breezy with a north wind picking up to 10 to 20 miles an hour. Thursday night, clear with a low around 20. North-northeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Then Friday, sunny and not much warmer, projecting a high near 45 degrees. North-northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Friday night, clear with a low to 23. Again on Sunday, sunny with a Saturday, sunny with a high near 47. Saturday night, clear with a low around 26. And Veterans Day, again chilly on Sunday, sunny with a high near just 42. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 24. And looking to next week, sunny on Monday with a high near 43. Monday night, clear with a low around 23. And now back to the news.
According to the Durango Herald, U.S. health regulators have approved the first new type of flu drug in 2 decades. Wednesday's approval of Xofluza for people aged 12 and older comes ahead of the brunt of this winter's flu season. Xofluza is a pill that can reduce severity and shorten duration of flu symptoms after just 1 dose. It was developed by the Roche Group and Shionogi and Company. It works about as well as Tamiflu, Roche's older flu treatment, which is also available in cheaper generic versions. Tamiflu is taken twice daily for 5 days. Health officials have said an estimated 80,000 Americans died of flu and its complications last winter, the disease's highest death toll in the last 4 decades. The severe flu season increased demand for Tamiflu and led to spot shortages. Roche's Genentech unit plans to launch Xofluza within a few weeks. It will cost $150 without insurance. The need for only 1 dose is an advantage since patients don't always take all their medicine, said Dr. Mark Eisner, Genentech's head of development of infectious disease medicines. Each year, flu typically kills about 12,000 to 56,000 Americans and up to 650,000 people worldwide.
Reported by the Journal, depending on conditions, the San Juan National Forest Dolores Ranger District plans to burn slash piles generated from forest thinning and timber sales in the Taylor Mesa area on November 7th through the 9th. Taylor Mesa is 8 miles northeast of the confluence of the Dolores and West Dolores rivers. Firefighters will ignite and closely monitor pile burning activities located near Forest Road 547 and Fox Den Creek. Smoke may be visible along Colorado Highway 145. For additional information, please contact the Dolores District Office at 970-882-7296. And in other forest news, Christmas tree permits, which allow you to cut your own Christmas tree, are now on sale for $8 at San Juan National Forest offices and selected retail outlets in southwest Colorado. A permit allows you to cut 1 tree up to 20 feet tall for personal use until December 31st, 2018. Permits come with a brochure and safety tips, information on which species of tree to harvest, and the best places to find trees. The Forest Service is also offering 1 free permit to 4th grade students who hold a valid Every Kid in a Park pass or paper voucher downloaded from www.everykidinapark.gov. The free permit is good only at agency offices, and the participating 4th grader must be present. In addition, the Durango and Silverton narrow gauge Christmas tree train will run on weekends November 24th through December 9th. Go online to durangotrain.com for more information and to find out how you can ride the train into the National Forest to cut your own Christmas tree with help from the U.S. Forest Service, San Juan Mountains Association, and Fire Adapted Communities of Southwest Colorado. San Juan National Forest permits are now on sale in Dolores at the Ranger District at 29211 Colorado Highway 184. They're also available at the Dolores Food Market in Dolores, in Lewis at the Cox Corner Store, and in Mancos also at the Cox Corner Conoco at 201 East Railroad Avenue. National Forest roads are not plowed for snow removal, and icy or snowpack conditions may exist. Bureau of Land Management Christmas tree permits are sold separately and are not valid on U.S. Forest Service lands.
Reported by the Durango Herald with a photo by Patrick Armijo with the Herald, a noted landmark honoring long nights of drinking in downtown Durango. The brick wall associated with the now closed Lady Falconberg's Barley Exchange will be coming down. The Cavern Bar and Grill, which assumed the Lady Falconberg space at 640 Main Avenue, has closed for a 6 to 8 week remodel. The restaurant will reopen under a new name, said Donald Fleming, Cavern General Manager. The brick wall, where patrons were entitled to paint a brick in their honor after drinking 100 beers at Lady Falconberg's, will be taken down, but Fleming said care will be taken to protect the individually painted bricks. He said bricks will be available at the restaurant for Lady Falconberg's patrons to pick up and keep when the restaurant reopens. The brick wall will be taken down toward the end of the remodel, he said, but a date when it will come down has not been set. Fleming said Lady Falconberg's patrons will be able to pick up their bricks and receive a free meal when the restaurant reopens. The bricks that are not picked up will eventually be displayed in a public place, but they will not be part of the decor at the new restaurant, Fleming said. He has not determined where the remaining bricks will be displayed. Fleming said the new restaurant will have a new menu and will be a place to eat, drink, and play. But he did not reveal the new name for the restaurant or the concept for the restaurant. He said he planned to announce the name and the concept at a grand reopening.
Reported by the Journal, file photos. Voters in Montezuma and Dolores counties have retained 22nd Judicial District Judge Todd J. Plew and Montezuma County Court Judge Jenny Lynn Lawrence. Based on incomplete results as of 8:30 p.m., Plew was retained with 74% of the vote and Lawrence with 79%. Before the election, the 22nd Judicial District Commission on Judicial Performance unanimously agreed that both judges have met performance standards. According to the Office of Judicial Performance Evaluation, group of attorneys and non-attorneys who had experience with the judges conducted an unannounced courtroom observations, reviewed statistics, filled out opinion reviews, and conducted an interview with the judges. Plew met performance standards according to 88% of attorneys and 81% of non-attorneys. The performance review states there are no scores from jurors due to an error made by the executive director of the Office of Judicial Performance Evaluation. Had jurors responded, Plew's non-attorney score would likely be higher, the report states. Plew, who presides over domestic relations, criminal, civil, and probate cases, is often described as consistent, intelligent, and compassionate. Quote, jurors expressed appreciation for his professionalism and communication skills, the performance review states. Judge Plew received high marks for his case management, application and knowledge of law, communications, diligence, demeanor, and fairness. Plew was appointed to 22nd Judicial District in 2010. Before that, he served as the Montezuma County Court Judge from 2002 to 2010. He is actively involved in the community and in the 22nd Judicial District Drug Court. Plew manages a local basketball club with 6 youth teams and is the assistant coach of the boys golf team at Montezuma Cortez High School. Lawrence, who presides over criminal, traffic, civil, and small claims cases, received slightly lower scores among attorneys than Plew. 71% of attorneys and 84% of non-attorneys agreed that she met performance standards. According to the performance review, jurors have expressed appreciation for her professionalism and communication skills. She is often described as professional, competent, and polite. Judge Lawrence received high marks on her courtroom demeanor, fairness, communications, diligence, and application of the law, the review states. The commission confirmed these traits during their courtroom observations. Lawrence worked in private practice for 13 years before an appointment to Montezuma County Court in 2010. She participates in the Mesa Verde Aquatic Club swim program and visits local schools to teach students about the courts and Constitution, according to a short bio in the performance review.
Reported by the Durango Herald with a photo courtesy of Durango, a putrid stench that once pervaded Santa Rita Park in Durango has been contained at the nearby wastewater treatment plant in Durango, a city official said Friday. Giant domes designed to trap methane were placed on top of tanks that filter solid waste within the last month. The design is expected to significantly reduce outdoors odors wafting from the new wastewater treatment plant, said City Engineer Greg Boyson. The $54 million project to renovate Durango's wastewater treatment plant is 73% complete, he said. The project is on schedule and on budget and is planned to be complete by May or June 2019, he said. Contractors have used about half of the more than $5 million in contingency at the request of the city for additional features on the plant. The completed wastewater plant is designed to clean wastewater better than the existing plant, he said. The water treatment by the plant will be cleaner than the water in the river where it is dumped, Boyson said. This cleaner water is required by state regulations passed in 2012 that require lower levels of phosphorus and nitrogen in treated wastewater, pollutants that can lead to algae blooms that suffocate fish.
Today's High Canyon Country happenings. November 10th from 10 to 2 p.m. It's the Cider and Heritage Apple Tree Sale hosted by Onward, a Legacy Foundation. Fresh pressed cider and heritage apple trees will be for sale at the Morp Nursery. They say, quote, fall is the perfect time for planting and drinking or for drinking and planting. This is a fundraiser to support Morp's vision of southwestern Colorado being renowned for an orchard culture and economy based on the legendary quality and diversity of Montezuma Valley fruits. It's $20 per box. Friday, November 16th, next week, Dining for Recycling will be held from 12 to 6 p.m. as part of the Four Corners Recycling Initiative. Help celebrate America Recycles Day and support recycling in Montezuma County. When you frequent one of the participating businesses, a portion of that day's proceeds will benefit recycling efforts throughout the Montezuma area. Bring your family and friends out for a fun evening while you support recycling. 4CRI is the sole provider of public recycling in Mancos and Dolores and also provides bins at the Dolores Public Lands Office in partnership with the U.S. Forest Service. Tuesday, November 13th, next week, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the School Community Youth Collaborative in Cortez. It's Teen Maze Community Night, which only happens every 2 years and is open to everyone and is completely free. You can RSVP for a free dinner after the maze as well. Teen Maze is a life-size health fair. You'll navigate through the maze of rooms on various topics such as driving under the influence prevention, tobacco prevention, marijuana prevention, teen and adult violence prevention, healthy lifestyles, sexual health and parenting, career choices, self-esteem, acceptance of diversity, and other positive activities. The maze is designed to be informative, non-judgmental, and interactive while showcasing possible outcomes of risky or healthy behaviors. Approximately 30 organizations and countless volunteers have worked together to provide this experience. If you have any questions, you can email them at mharrison@scyclistens.org. And all of these happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, why not contact us? The email is dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station at 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news of our area. And of course, please share that with a friend.
For Kendra Cook with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.